Alright everyone, welcome back, and today we're going to talk about the three confusing news about regulations of cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin in India. There have been about 2 to 3 articles today in the news articles related to cryptocurrency regulations here in India, related to what RBI is saying about cryptocurrency in India, related to what is the Law Commission of India is talking about crypto regulations in India, and related to what the Coin Telegraph is talking about cryptocurrency regulation in India. So there have been a lot of this news, and all of these news are very confusing, and there is a lot of confusion going on as to what exactly is going on. In fact, I was confused for another hour and so, and just trying to figure out what exactly is happening right here, guys. And we thought, let's do a live and let's clear this out. Let's talk about this, and hopefully we understand enough to clarify as to what exactly is going on. There are 14 people watching. I request you guys to hit a like or a dislike and share your opinion in the chat box also while I read this news. So the first one, let's start with a very positive news, which is like everyone is excited. I've been getting a lot of messages on the WhatsApp and Telegram about this news articles that Reserve Bank of India is urging to Supreme Court to regulate cryptocurrencies, which is it's a false news. It's not a true news, and this is something that I tweeted as well. And at the same time, there is another version of the same news. The same news, a different version. The version is the cryptocurrencies would encourage illegal transactions. That's what RBI says to Supreme Court. And the same news put by Coin Telegraph saying that the Reserve Bank of India is... Okay, let me repeat this. So cryptocurrencies would encourage illegal transaction. That is why RBI wants to regulate cryptocurrencies. And this one says cryptocurrency would encourage legal transaction. There is another one that says crypto Qanun. He says that the Law Commission of India wants to treat cryptocurrencies as good as other payment method. For example, credit cards, debit card, net banking. So if the Law Commission wants to treat it like credit card, debit cards, and net banking, then it's a good news. But then again, the Law Commission also says that it can be used, the use of cryptocurrencies and bitcoins are causing illegal activities. Man, so much of confusion. Hi Gaurav, finally YouTube live sent notification. Hi Rajkumar, hello. Missed couple of that, no problem Gaurav, thank you so much for being here today, man. Hi South, yeah. So guys, let's talk about the first news here, which says the cryptocurrencies would encourage illegal transactions. And to be honest, this is true. The cryptocurrencies are here to encourage illegal transaction. But the question is, have there ever never been illegal transaction when there was no cryptocurrencies? Absolutely, there was an illegal transaction. And there are so many things that people can do illegal transactions with. People can do illegal transactions with the cash. But let's forget all about that. Will the cryptocurrency ban in India is a solution to get rid of the illegal transaction? The question is the ban of cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin in India is a solution to get rid of the illegal transaction? That's the question. And the answer is absolutely no. People who wants to do illegal transaction will do it anyway. You can't stop them, right? You can't stop them. I mean, the fiat money has been used for illegal transactions, right? So you can't stop them. That's not the right way. The banning cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin is not at all the right way to stop the illegal transactions. So the first point, cryptocurrencies would encourage illegal transaction. Hell yes, it would. It would encourage illegal transaction. But what's the solution? Is the solution banning cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin in India? Hell no, that's not the solution. You know why? Because when you regulate cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin in India, you can still track the transaction. How can you track transaction? Through the bank account. Why the bank account? Because crypto exchanges are doing KYC. They have the PAN card, they have your Aadhaar card, they have your bank account. You can track those transactions. Can you do that without the banks? Hell no, you can't. If you stop the cryptocurrency exchanges in India, people are going to be buying peer-to-peer cash. And besides, you banning cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin in India is not gonna help at all. Because nobody else is banning it. US is not banning it. Japan is not banning it. Australia is not banning it. Everyone in the world has to say that this needs to be banned, and then probably there is a small probability, but still you can't track who is trading cryptocurrencies, who is not. So to stop the cryptocurrency exchanges in India, is that the solution? Absolutely not. In fact, you are encouraging more illegal transactions by doing so. Hey Eric, RG Global next. I'm confused, Shiv. Yeah, they have been confusing article today, guys. Right, you're right, Gaurav. So the banning cryptocurrency exchanges can never get rid of the illegal transaction. They will continue. Now, so I mean that's quite naive to think that just ban cryptocurrency exchanges and we will be able to stop. That's not really true. Now coming back to the next news, which is coming back from the Crypto Qanoon. I think Crypto Qanoon is handled by someone called as Crypto Danish. Now Crypto Danish is an advocate, right? Here he is, Mohammed Danish, an advocate, crypto regulatory analyst, crypto startups, legal advisory, regulatory expert at Crypto Qanoon. Email at right. So Mr. Danish is a cryptocurrency lawyer, a blockchain lawyer. He also handles this tweet called Crypto Qanoon, and I should appreciate that he has been very actively involved in tracking all the activities related to legal framework. And so there is something that he reported today, which he said that the breaking news, Law Commission of India has prescribed recommendations for regulating online gambling and betting, treating cryptocurrency at par with other electronic means of payments like credit, debit, and net banking. While this is a good news, but if you read the whole article here, so this definitely talks about coming up with some rules for bettings in India. So there is a report here which is 145 page report. This is by the Law Commission of India, and this is on legal framework for gambling and sports betting, and including in cricket in India, guys. So we haven't got the legal framework for cryptocurrency as yet, but we are getting legal framework for gambling and sports betting, including in cricket in India. So what was this proposal? Well, this proposal was that people have been using online payment method like credit cards, debit card, and banking system. And what they said, Law Commission of India, is that people have also used virtual currency, right? So on one hand, Law Commission of India wants to treat cryptocurrencies just like other electronic means of payment like credit cards, debit card, and net banking. But I definitely think that it is not, right? It's not just like a debit card and credit card. I mean, that's a fiat money and this is not a fiat money. But of course, when you have exchanges allowing, the exchanges do have the record of the cryptocurrencies. So that way, yes, it can be tracked. Provided you have cryptocurrency exchanges in India, this transaction can be tracked. Otherwise, there is no way you can track it, right? So on the one hand, they want to say that let's treat cryptocurrencies as credit cards, debit card, and net banking. But on the other hand, they also advising the legal expert that the legal state of cryptocurrencies in India its use has been outlawed by RBI in the following words. First of all, RBI never said that cryptocurrencies are illegal or legal. The only statement that RBI has been making and still stands on that investing in cryptocurrencies are risky, and any entity which is regulated by RBI should not be dealing with the cryptocurrency firms. That's the whole statement, guys. So the bottom line is this, that RBI has not shown any positivity, because the other one news says that the RBI is still the RBI has given reason. Supreme Court has given Supreme Court a reason as to why they do not want to regulate cryptocurrencies, because this can encourage more of any illegal transactions, is the reason that RBI is giving to the Supreme Court. And as far as the law of commission in India is said, they are on both the sides. Once they say that they should be treated as credit cards, debit card, and net banking, but then they also said the RBI has declared it illegal. So to take out, what do you learn from this? A lot of confusion, nothing else, guys. We all have to wait and really see what happens. The hearing is in September. We might come up with some regulation, because Subhash Chandra Garg, the Economic Secretary of Affairs, he was talking about presenting a draft, discussing a draft. We might get regulations before that. Otherwise, we have to wait until September. And in the meantime, you will keep hearing this news, because these news are various discussions, topics which is going on. So in this news, for example, in Cointelegraph, this one here says that the RBI senior advocate Shyam Diwan told a bench led by Chief Justice Deepak Mishra that it is necessary to regulate Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, since these particular means will encourage illegal transaction. While as the money control has reported that this is quite funny, guys, that this would encourage the illegal transaction and hence we should not regulate it. So the two versions of the same news. But in the meantime, I think this is something very significant that we should talk about it. So Coinbase, one of the biggest exchange all over the globe, has got 20 millions of prime client, because this just started with a custodian wallet, right? So they just started with the custodian wallet services. They got their first client or maybe second client with 20 billions of money. That's the 20 billions of investment coming to the Coinbase. Now this is something again significant for the Indian regulators to understand. They should definitely look at, and the RBI should be looking at this, because the world is not that big. World is very small today. So instead of just getting confused and not knowing what to do, why not just see what Coinbase is doing, what US regulators are doing? Just think about it. Coinbase is an American exchange, and they have all the banking support from there, America, right? And in fact, they are getting the institutional investors on board, which is about 20 millions worth client. So there is a lot that Indian regulators can learn from these guys, right? They must have done something. I mean, US regulators are the most strict and the biggest economy today. So if they know what they are doing, why can't India learn from them, right? Hey Eric, illegal crypto transactions are at least not traceable as of now. People are transferring wealth internationally without any limits until they liquidate into bank account. Government can't trace. Exactly. This win, that is something that they have to understand. Hi Dinakar, how are you? I'm doing good. Dinakar, Deepak, hi. Yes, about to tell, what is your thoughts on gambling plus crypto, how much it will work out? Well, Dinakar, I don't think they have even thought of gambling regulations as yet. I mean, this is the draft that they proposed, I guess. The Law of Commission of India legal framework of gambling and sports betting, and including in cricket in India. But I think, why do you want to regulate gambling? Come on. I mean, 90% people who are good people, who they don't get into gambling and all that, but they definitely get into cryptocurrencies, because cryptocurrencies for more 90% of the people have become their bread and butter. And they trade, they make money, they buy, they sell, just like in the stock market. So instead of drawing a legal framework for gambling, I mean, why not draw a legal framework for cryptocurrencies? Come on, what's wrong with us? What is more important? The gambling is more important, or the cryptocurrencies are more important? Yeah. But in the meantime, guys, a lot of these exchanges are still operational. सर कॉइन टेलीग्राफ ने ट्विटर में आज ट्वीट किया था कि आरबीआई आज सुप्रीम कोर्ट टू रेगुलेट क्रिप्टो करके. इज दिस न्यूज़ फेक? इट्स फेक गाइस, इट्स फेक वीरू. देखो ना, यहाँ पे कुछ और दिया है, यहाँ पे कुछ और दिया है. एनी आइडिया व्हेन वी कैन एक्सपेक्ट बिटकॉइन ETF? आई थिंक बाय सितंबर और अक्टूबर. दिनाकर, हर सैमसंग एक्सपेक्टिंग क्रिप्टोज. ऑसम. सर कॉइन टेलीग्राफ ने ट्विटर में, वो तो हो गया सर. कॉइन टेलीग्राफ King Co, just join, what's up? सर कॉइन टेलीग्राफ, सर कितनी बार लिखते हो यार वीरू. इंडिया विल जॉइन द रेस बट इट विल टेक टाइम एंड इट लुक्स फार फ्रॉम नाउ. एग्जैक्टली, द इंडिया विल जॉइन द रेस, बट इन द मीन टाइम the Indians are going to be continuing with the investing and trading, I guess. They're scared as it leads to less corruption. Hi Amit, how are you today? Man, something has happened with the camera. My camera sucks big time. Alright guys, that's all I have for you right now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you understand the news today. It's a lot of confusion going on. The Cointelegraph has reported it, has not reported it right. So the person, the RBI senior advocate Shyam Diwan, actually told the bench that led by Chief Justice Deepak Mishra, that it is necessary to regulate Bitcoin because it's a Chinese whisper going on. It's a Chinese whisper going on, right? What they said, that the cryptocurrency can be used for illegal transactions, and that is why we don't want to regulate it. That is what we want. That is why we want to stop these cryptocurrency exchanges from dealing with entities which stop these banks to give support who deal with the cryptocurrency transactions. But Cointelegraph has reported that that is why we should regulate. But I think Cointelegraph predicted that right. I mean, that is why you should regulate it, because then if you regulate it, you will be able to track the transactions, right? I think they presumed. I think the article is by Helen Pertz. So I think she just presumed, but I think her presumption was right. That is how you can, if you regulate, you can actually keep a track of illegal transaction. Otherwise, you can't. And the other one is Law Commissioner, which looks confused once they say that we can treat crypto as just like Visa and Master other online payments. And then they also said that RBI has called it illegal. So a lot of confusion. And finally, Coinbase attracting about 20 billions of investments from the institutional investors, and Facebook is now going to be allowing Coinbase to run ads. So as you can see, the Coinbase ads are back on Facebook. It's a good news, guys. So that's all I have for you right now. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for just joining me on this Sunday live evening, and I'll see you all tomorrow. I'm sorry for the camera, it's extremely horrible quality, but can't help it, guys. There's something which has gone wrong. Very reachable. Thank you so much, Dinakar. I always appreciate. Geotas has also deposit and withdraw. How is it possible? Yeah. I mean, there are some banks, like there are some exchanges which are getting full support from the banks. So as long as they are supporting they are getting the support from the banks, they will continue. Geotas, Oxybit, UnoCoin. These are the 3 exchanges which are still live. MasterCard is entering crypto. They know that if they don't, they are going to disappear. Exactly. Yeah. The other day, the news, MasterCard has won the patent. They are going to allow cryptocurrency transactions also on their swipe, which is a very good news for cryptocurrency, for its adoption. MasterCard is also scared, like you rightly said, Amit, because you have 10x cards and BitPay and all these credit card, all these cards, swipe cards also coming up. So if they don't change their business model, they might just lose it on. So yes, I think that's why they're doing this. King Coke says, "Ratio, I'll sponsor." Exactly. Viru says, "Big business still deposits and withdrawals are live, but RBI announced to stop all the exchanges converting." Viru, like I said, if cryptocurrencies trading are not illegal, right? There have been no law that has said, and there is no law that exists today according to which the cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin trading is illegal, right? And so people can still trade in cryptocurrency, and that's the very reason why BitBNS is still operational. That is why UnoCoin is still operational. That's the reason so many exchanges are still running so far, and that's one of the reasons why it's going to peer-to-peer. So trading of cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin in India is not illegal, right? And that is something that you need to understand. You need to understand the difference between RBI putting up the ban on the cryptocurrency exchanges from a bank support and declaring something illegal, right? Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you so much for watching today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you all tomorrow. Hit the like, dislike, leave your comment in the comment box below. Thank you so much, Dinakar, for the kind words, and take care, guys. Good night.